Hi everyone, it's Monday the 9th of September 2019 and can I just wish my lovely fiancée Sharon a happy birthday today. It's her birthday. So there we go, I got that in quick before I forget. Right, it's Monday, so it's our regular look at what's out on UK DVD and Blu-ray, and we have quite a lot today. Obviously the kids are back at school, the nights are drawing in, and obviously the film companies think we want to stay in and watch DVDs. Yeah, they're probably right actually. So we've got in total a number of 8 movie releases, and I have watched an incredible 7 of these already on previews, etc. Now the one I did want to watch I've not been able to, so the other one I've not seen is the one I was really looking forward to seeing. So there you go. But there's some cracking ones in here anyway. And there's also 3 box sets I'll have a quick look at later on after we've gone through the film. The first one, let's get on with this because it's obviously, as I say, it's 8 to squeeze in. The first one is entitled Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. It's a biography crime drama. And yes, it's a chronicle of the crimes of Ted Bundy from the perspective of Liz, his longtime girlfriend, who refused to believe the truth about him for years. It's classed as a biography crime drama, 1 hour and 50 minutes. IMDb rating on over 50,000 ratings is 6.6, which is a healthy rating. Let's look at some of these reviews for you. I've actually seen, as I say, I've seen most of these. I'll tell you the one I haven't seen, and you can just assume I've seen all the other ones. We've got a review here, 6 out of 10. I give it 6.5, just for your information. I give it, this is a 6 out of 10. Great cast, weak process story. The cast did a great job, but the story was a bit boring for me. The whole movie was representing the trials, and the accuser kept claiming that he is innocent. Imagine it would have been better if the movie had been about Ted more before all these murders and also his personal development. 8 out of 10, star-studded and fascinating. Even if you think you've seen enough about Ted Bundy on TV, this turned out to be a fascinating from beginning to end. Lily Collins as his girlfriend acts well from beautiful in love to depressed and devastated. Kaya acts well as Carol, the insanely devoted next girlfriend who supports and believes in him totally. Zac Effron does a good job and gives a charismatic performance without glamorizing the monster. Big stars in supporting roles like Jim Parsons as the prosecutor and John Malkovich as a judge. At first, things are shown from the point of view of the love of his life. Later, it's a fascinating look at his 2 escapes and trial. Worth a watch. So, I mean, there's positivity there on those. As I said, obviously, average on IMDb Internet Movie Data is 6.5. I'm going to say it was okay. I mean, yes, I would have liked to see. I mean, the whole idea of the film was to look at it from a different angle. It wasn't to look at it from Ted Bundy's angle. So I can appreciate that, and obviously that's how the film's been made. Personally, I got a little bit bored with it, to be honest with you. So yeah, I give it 6.5. It's watchable. It's a little bit of a miss for me. I think they could have done a lot better with it. That's Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. That's out on DVD and Blu-ray to buy today. So I wouldn't put you off buying that one, but I was a little disappointed with it, I must admit. It was, but it's well done, well together, some great acting. So I wouldn't put you off going out and buying it, but it wasn't my cup of tea. And the next one is the one I haven't seen, which they're just in order of what I've done these. This is called Troutman on IMDb, but we all know it better as The Keeper. So I'm not sure why IMDb are calling it Troutman, to be honest with you. It's if you don't know about this, obviously you may not be into football. As you know, my other love is football, and particularly a little club called Manchester City. Bert Troutman is one of our legends of our obviously rich history that Manchester City have got, even though a lot of people say we don't have history, which is the biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard and seen from other fans of other clubs. But The Keeper is about Bert Troutman. It's a biography drama romance. The Keeper tells the extraordinary love story between a young English woman and a German POW who together overcome prejudice, public hostility and personal tragedy. So, I mean, this is it. It's obviously 90. It all goes back to the famous goalkeeper. You've not if you don't know much about it, he broke his neck in a cup final in 1956 at Manchester City won, and obviously a story of that, but more importantly, the personal travels he went on. Obviously, being a German prisoner of war, and obviously being accepted in England, and all the troubles and trials and tribulations you would obviously expect from there, that sort of thing. It's getting a 7.2 rating on IMDb at the moment, which is okay. I've had a quick look at some of the reviews, and there's a lot of positivity, but there's negativity as well. This one, 10 out of 10, brilliant. A truly heartwarming story of reconciliation and the human condition. I watched this film in the cinema in St Helens, a town that is close to my heart and that features in Bert Troutman's story before his time playing for Manchester City. The movie is about so much more than football. I'm largely disinterested in the beautiful game, but even I was bowled over by the brilliant humour and heartwarming story of redemption and reconciliation. Another 10 out of 10, beautiful. My dad was in a POW camp with Bert and married a local girl, my mum from Liverpool. See, so these sort of stories, there's a lot of poignancy for people, a lot of things they can relate to. I knew they'd had a hard time because my dad was seen as the enemy and my mum was a traitor, but this film is so beautifully told and it brought it home to me. So there's a couple of 10 out of 10s. We've got 5 out of 10 here. Oh, okay, but not much more. Too cliche to be anything more than an okay biopic. There's a scene with juxtaposed tombstones which goes beyond cliche into outright bad. So 6 out of 10, interesting, but a bit slow in places. Excuse me. I had previously read the biography of Troutman. Also, I did see him playing a match at Highbury. I did see Bert Troutman, but only a friendly game, unfortunately, in the 60s and 70s. He conceded 5 goals towards the end of his career in this game. This is a very thoughtful film, though, rather slow in places, particularly when dealing with his domestic life. I think that they managed the football scenes well, albeit with the use of Cain. I'm not sure what Cain is. C-A-I-N? Is that? I'm not sure. You might know what that is. I don't know what that is. So, yeah, I'm not going to read out anymore. So, obviously, there's some people who, even though they are giving it low marks, they still seem to like it. So, that is a good thing. I may do, if I get the time. I mean, I'm going to go out and buy this anyway. So I didn't get a preview copy. I didn't manage to get to the cinema to see it. It was only on for a couple of weeks, I think. I'm going to buy a copy of this. I may do a special on this if I can get the time. Obviously, it's two loves of mine, films and football. So I may go back and actually do another review, do a little review on this for you as well, through the site and through a city site I have as well. So anyway, I'll leave that for another day. That's the keeper, Troutman, a must for any City fan, and obviously for any football fans generally. Just get and watch it because it's more than just football. It's a drama and it's a biopic. So if you like that sort of thing, get out and watch it. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a cracking film, and even, as I say, even the people giving it low marks seem to quite like it, even though they give it low marks. And it's a little bit slow in parts. Well, it's a biopic. It's not going to be all singing, dancing, is it, all the time? Right, the next one. It's called A Dog's Journey. Now, this isn't sort of normally my cup of tea. IMDb giving it a 7.4 out of 10 rating. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I mean, I'm not really into animal type things, animals, to be honest with you. Just have a look at a couple of reviews for you here on A Dog's Journey, which is out to buy today. Who's in it first? Let me tell you who's in it. It's an adventure, comedy, drama, and it stars Josh Gad, Dennis Quaid, Catherine Prescott. A dog finds the meaning of his own existence through the lives of humans he meets. When I was reading up on this, obviously I had seen it. I believe it's a follow up to another dog story. I'm not sure. I may come across it in a minute. A Dog's Purpose or something like that. Anyway, it's the second of this film. So I've just found a couple of reviews for you. Yeah, A Dog's Purpose, the original one was called. And some people are saying it's not as good as A Dog's Purpose. It's just more of the same. 6 out of 10, moving up to the mark. 6 out of 10, A Dog's Purpose again. So there we go. I love a good heartfelt dog movie. My dogs love them too. They will sit and watch with me and actually get invested. And though we enjoy this one just as much as the others that fall into this dog tearjerker category, it loses some points, in my opinion, in just being a repeat of the film it follows. So if you like A Dog's Purpose and you love dog movies, you probably will watch it 5 out of 10. It could have been so much better. I've not seen A Dog's Purpose. I did enjoy A Dog's Journey. Say it's a little bit slow in parts. I mean, it's an hour. I think it's an hour and 40 minutes, which is a little bit long for this sort of film. But yeah, but it's a dog. It's a journey, and it's a bit of, you know, it's a bit of like I like the concept of it. The not the time travel, the coming back and reliving lives as another dog, obviously in this case. I do like that element of it, and I think that's why I give it 7 out of 10. I quite liked it, even though I'm not into those films. But if you like that sort of thing, you're into your dogs and into a nice little bit of sentimentality there, and a little, you know, Dog's Journey is well worth a buy. I would recommend you go out and buy that. If you like A Dog's Purpose, you know, you may like it, you may think it's just more of the same, but I'll leave that into your capable hands. Right, the next one I'm going to look at is going from that nice little doggy one to a horror. Now this is one that is very mixed. It's only getting a 5.4 rating on IMDb. I've actually watched it twice. I watched it on my own and I watched it with my fiance. And I must admit, the second time round, I thought, but I overrated this the first time. But I gave it a 7.5 out of 10 on this one. It's The Curse of Llorona. Only an hour and 33 minutes, which I think is ideal time-wise. It's a horror mystery thriller. It's from the Conjuring universe films. But I think I'd watched one of the Annabelle films just before this, and I was very bitterly disappointed. So I think I gave this a little bit more because it was a bit more of the shocks that I wanted out of the Annabelle film. Annabelle Comes Home, I think it was. It stars Linda Cardellini, Raymond Cruz, and Patricia Velasquez. I mean, ignoring the eerie warning of a troubled mother suspected of child endangerment at social work and her own small kids are soon drawn into a frightening supernatural realm. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I got quite a few goosebumps during this, I must admit. But as I said, I've spoke to other people and they said it was rubbish. So I just turned my brain off, and then, as I said, I think because I'd watched Annabelle Comes Home and I was so disappointed. So, I mean, going back and watching it a second time, I'd probably give it a 6.5 to a 7. But if you like, it's good. A couple of reviews, 5 out of 10. Seen it all before. Run-of-the-mill cliche horror with jump scares you see coming a mile off. Well, yeah, the characters make baffling decisions and the ending is poor. You may have some fun if you're going with extremely low expectations. So, as I said, I probably, because I thought I'd watched that other film first year, perhaps. 6 out of 10 here, which is a bit more what the average. The Legend of La Llorona is a very interesting story that had potential to become a good movie. Unfortunately, this one suffered from showing the monster too much. Flat, boring, filled with cliches. 6 out of 10. Was expecting more and more. So as you can see, it's a very mixed bag on stuff on that. As I said, I'm not going to go back and watch it a third time. But if you like the Conjuring universe, it gave me a few goosebumps while I was watching it, and it is very obvious what's going on and stuff, and it is played very basic for the jumps. But I like Curse of Llorona. I'm not going to say a 7.5. I give it originally. All right, I'll give it a 6.5, 7 now. Been a bit kind to it, but if you like that, the Conjuring universe, which is a part of, I think Annabelle actually makes a brief appearance in one scene of it. Go out and buy it. That's out. Curse of La Llorona. Right, the next one. Well, I don't know what to say about this one particularly. I'll try and be as nice as I can to it. It's a film called High Life. It's a little sci-fi adventure drama mystery, but set in space. A father and his daughter struggle to survive in deep space where they live in isolation. It stars Robert Pattinson, Juliette Binoche, Andre Benjamin. So it's not a bad cast. It's pretty well put together. It's only getting a 5.9 out of 10 rating on IMDb, so that sort of sums up what I'm sort of saying on it. I gave it a 5 out of 10, and I don't know. It's the sort of film I don't think you can watch it if you're tired. It's it is hard work, and it starts off well. I did enjoy the start of it, but it just loses its way. It's told through flashbacks of this craft that's traveling through space, and you learn more about it as it goes on. A couple of reviews here. 1 out of 10. Nothingness. That's 1 hour and 40 minutes of my life I can't get back. I was looking forward to a terrible experience, but had to fight to stay awake. Great premise, but disappointment. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go as bad as 1 out of 10, but I agree with a lot of this sentiment there. 3 out of 10. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Man alive, I can't believe I wasted £3 rent in this. So that poor guy wasn't happy. Shame to the director. Such a sci-fi slow movie is only acceptable if there is a good background. So let's go through a positive one. A 9 out of 10. Realism in outer space. An interesting take on our species' exploration of space within the limits of our physical and emotional endurance. In other words, how do we manage a mission with such outstanding potential benefits for the human race when the chances of success are questionable? High Life gives you one option. I think that's what disappoint. So in the end, they say High Life, if you like. I don't know. It's one you're going to have to watch yourselves. I got a bit bored with it. I do like sci-fi, I like most genres. I do like sci-fi, but it missed a beat there. I think it could have been so much better, but it just missed out a little bit. And that's my lowest rated film of today anyway. So at least we've got that one out of the way. That's High Life. And Robert Pattinson doing some good acting. There's a bit of eroticism in it as well, which is a little bit, don't know whether it was necessary, etc. Now the next one. Let's go on to the next one. Another couple of my favourite actors. The film's called Long Shot, and it's got Charlize Theron and Seth Rogers in it. Are the two main characters in this. It's comedy romance, politically based. There's a bit. I've seen some of the reviews where people comment about Republicans and Democrats. I mean, I'm from the UK, but obviously I believe Republicans like it, even though it may be from a Democrat's point of view, etc., etc. But that's what it is. 2 hours and 5 minutes was far too long. I mean, this had great potential. I don't think Seth Rogers and Charlize Theron worked together very well, to be honest. They didn't. The chemistry on screen I didn't think was very good. Although I do like them independently on their own. IMDb are giving it 7 out of 10. I gave it 6.5 out of 10. So I did like it. Say it's too long, far too long. It just seemed to knock half an hour off it, and it would have been far better. Just get a couple of reviews up for you. This movie isn't for everyone. Sorry, 1 out of 10. I set some account after 8 years just to tell you how bad this is. So they went to IMDb, set up account, so it was a 1 out of 10. It was rubbish. 1 out of 10 movie has an agenda. So there you go. I mean, there's obviously an undercurrent there in what's been said. 1 out of 10 is so bad. 2 out of 10. A new low for Charlize and Seth. Yeah, I mean, I did agree. The chemistry didn't quite work. A positive one, 9 out of 10. Best weekend movie to kill stress. I'm writing you after so long because this movie was light-hearted. Made my day, really. I love the casting and the storyline. Did not have any unnecessary twists and turns. Overall, it's a must-watch movie for all. I mean, yeah, another 9 out of 10. Better than the trailer makes out. 10 out of 10. Wow, such a great movie. Really enjoyed it. Let's give it. There is a 7 out of 10, which is obviously similar to what I gave it. Nothing groundbreaking. Maybe ran a bit too long, but an enjoyable movie overall. Yeah, it did. It is okay. I mean, I liked it. It's certainly wasn't a cinema film. I would have been a bit disappointed if I'd gone to the cinema and watched it. But long shot, yeah, too long. Unfortunately, long shot. But I won't put you off buying it. It is good fun. It's okay. So I'm not sure about the political side of it and what's going on there. Watch it, Long Shot. That's a comedy. We don't have many comedies that are worth a watch. That probably falls into the category. Right, the next one we're going to look at, totally different again, a drama this time. Beats, and this is an hour and 49 minutes. A reclusive teenage musical prodigy forms an unlikely friendship with a down-on-his-luck high school security guard. United by their mutual love of hip-hop, they confront the demons of their past and try to break into Chicago's music scene. I believe it does. I believe from a couple of people who live in this area of Chicago who reviewed it there. So it does sort of, mimic what it is in Chicago. Obviously, it's a really interesting story. I'll get a couple of reviews on this. It's got 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which is okay. I mean, I give it 6.5, so I'm not really a lot of different to what IMDb is saying. A couple of reviews here. 6 out of 10. Was going so well until the end. Yeah, I mean, at the end is a little disappointing. A bit of a cop-out at the end, I thought. I was loving the movie until the ending. Just felt like they didn't know how to finish it. I could see what they were trying to do, but it was a poor ending. It felt rushed. I still enjoyed it though. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not done. I disagree. That's pretty similar to what I thought. 8 out of 10, great story. Ended a little flat, so there you go. I mean, it's nothing worse, is it, when you're watching a film and the ending sort of a bit of a letdown. I mean, it was all right. I wouldn't say it totally ruined the film for me, but yes, it was a bit of a cop-out. A real-life look at life in Chicago for a young man dealing with loss. Inspirational story that's human at its core. The ending felt a little flat, but other than that, enjoyed it. Soundtrack is a bonus. Yeah, I wasn't into the music, to be honest with you, but if you're into that hip-hop thing, then it probably is all right. I'll finish with a 7 out of 10. Great effort, but offbeat in the end. I really like the acting, the storyline, the music. It was well worth watching, but I have to agree with the others that I found the ending confusing because I wasn't sure what the ending was. But then I'm a sort of person who complains when the ending is sugary or obvious. So there you go. So maybe it works. My musical tastes aren't quite in this area, but I love the music and the general vibe. I said it's well worth seeing, but it's not perfect. Yeah, I mean, I think that echoes most of my thoughts on Beats. Get out and watch it. It's a good little gritty drama. And who's it star? Khalil Everidge, Evan J. Simpson, and Ashley Jackson are the stars in that. And that's out to buy Beats. So I wouldn't put you off buying that. So I found it very good. I'd say bit long, not 15, 20 minutes of it. It would have been so much better. And we'll finish on a nice one for the films. An unusual one as well. I mean, this is one of these that I watched without knowing anything about it at all. It's a film called Tucked, Tucked, British-based film. Perhaps obviously we've got The Keeper, which is a German and British one, English one. All the others are US-based, I think, but this is a British-based film. It's classed as a drama. An hour and 20 minutes. I was a bit disappointed. I mean, because I was a bit sad when it ended because I was enjoying it. So if you knock out the credits, you're probably only talking 70 minutes or so. So disappointing. Tucked is a raw and tender drama about an aging 80-year-old drag queen who forms an unlikely friendship with a younger queen, both struggling with their own issues of gender identity. So, I mean, not a sort of subject that you would sort of think, oh, great, you know, but Derren Nesbitt stars in this, Jordan Stevens, April Pearson. But it's a great little film. I mean, some of the lines that Derren Nesbitt gets to say are very funny. I mean, whether it's more British humour, I'm not too sure. Typical drama. There's a little bit of sad bits, some humour, some nastiness in it, which you're going to get in the world these people mixing. But let's have a look at a couple of reviews here. I mean, I personally give it a 7.5 out of 10. So I did enjoy this. That was my highest rating, apart from La Llorona, which I've which I've changed now. That's my highest rating of the day. It's just a couple of reviews. 9 out of 10. Poignant story of regrets and recoveries. This movie is one of the most charming movies. Yeah, I agree. I've watched in a long time. It provided a tale of missed opportunities, sorrows, and hurts. 9 out of 10. Simple, unsensational, beautiful. I've just been to see this at my local pitch house. What a thoroughly satisfying experience it is. A simple tale told in a no-nonsense, non-exploitive way. Yeah, and a 7 out of 10 now, which is nearer to what I've got. Tour de Force by Derren Nesbitt. Derren Nesbitt, I agree. Nesbitt has always been one of my favourite actors. However, I never expected to see him in such a role. He's on screen virtually the whole time and totally dominates it. He does. In the end, rather sad and touching. We've got a 5 out of 10 here. That's a bit lower than the average, well below the average. There's a good idea behind the film, and generally the two leads were likeable. However, it did have the feel of a TV movie, in my opinion, and the rest of the cast didn't seem to be on the same level. Yeah, I mean, it's a drama. I mean, it's not going to have a big budget cinema feel to it, is it? Is it? You know, it is what it is. It's a drama that tries to grab you, and you know, IMDb give it 7 out of 10. I give it 7.5. Tucked, that is well worth a watch. If you're a Derren Nesbitt fan, I'm not familiar with much. I wouldn't put you off going out and buying that. I think it's a lovely little. To me, my favourite of the day of all the films, and obviously I'm hoping to say The Keeper will surpass that when I get to watch it. But of today, I think that's the best. The standout of today anyway. So that's the films: The Keeper, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile, A Dog's Journey, Curse of La Llorona, High Life, Long Shot, Beats, and Tucked. So that's all the films sorted out. So just 3 quick box sets I'll go through that are available today. And the first one is Modern Family. It's been going a long time. but without actually going and watching every single episode. I mean, series 10, it's on 3 discs, so you've got 22 episodes there, so that should keep you quiet. Series 11 is due out. It's out yet. I think they started back in 2009, the TV series for Modern Family. Its rating on IMDb, all the episodes, you get between 6.6 and 8.6 on the ratings, with an average of about 7. So if you're into your Modern Family and that sort of that thing, that series 10 is out to buy today on DVD. So you're probably going to like that. One I've not watched here that I've not seen any of that I will go back and watch again because it does appeal to me. I don't know why I've missed it. Is a little thing called Knightfall. So we've got season 2 of Knightfall now, which is 8 episodes. I'll have a look, a couple of reviews actually. There's a couple of interesting reviews on this, and say it's something I've never watched. And they were saying if you're gonna watch it, if you watch obviously watch season 1 first, please. I think season 2, I think Mark Hamill appears in a few episodes of season 2, so it's got to be watchable just for that. User reviews. I'll go on review day, and then you might have looked at the new ones. Knightfall season 2. 5 out of 10 second season is even dumber. So they watched all the first season, they went back and watched the second season, thought it was rubbish. So anyway, ignore that one. 8 out of 10 best discovery this summer. Many have pointed out this isn't historically accurate. Correct. Many have pointed out the story could have been better. Correct. However, if you want to be entertained by a good story with some very good acting, you will find it in Knightfall. Truly enjoyed, mainly because the actors made you believe their story. Tom Cullen is my new favourite actor, commanding performance. 8 out of 10 entertaining show. Yes, this show is historically inaccurate, but all historical dramas on the History Channel are inaccurate because obviously this is put together by the History Channel. So, all right, some people are complaining that it's on the History Channel. This should be historically correct, and it's not, and they don't like it. Blah blah blah. So Knightfall, I'm going to go back and watch. I say I do watch a lot of stuff. I'm going to go back and watch this. It's about look at the final days of the Knights Templar during the 14th century. So it's 1300s, all that sort of stuff, and it's something I don't know why I've missed it. I will go back and watch that because it does look. Ratings on season 2 go from 7.9 to 8.9, so it does average about 8.5 on IMDb. IMDb, one reviewer did say the first 2 episodes of season 1, he just felt like turning it off, but stick with it. So he said the acting was rubbish, etc., etc., etc. So it looks as like a lot of seasons. You've got to give them a chance. You've got to give and this next one actually is a similar thing where people weren't overly impressed with the start of it, but people stuck with it. And I think a lot of these, give them 2 or 3 episodes of these box sets, these mini seasons that appear. This one, The Purge, I've seen The Purge season 1 is out today. Obviously based on the films The Purge, and like this, it's not brilliant, it's not fantastic. It only gets a 6.2 rating on IMDb. I love The Purge for the siren. I mean, I just I fell in love with that siren noise, the eerie silent noise. I mean, in the old days when you used to put silly ringtones on your phone, I would have probably had that on my phone. So obviously The Purge season 1, I believe there is a season 2 going to be soon available. It's 4 is a season 2 going to be soon available. It's 402 minutes this season 1. And we'll look at a couple of user reviews on it. It's only scoring, the episodes only scoring between 6.6 on IMDb. So it's only getting about a 6 rating. As I said, it's something that I sort of watched while I was doing other things, and I liked it. It was okay. Well, it didn't blow me away like a couple of the films I really enjoyed. But it's a good little series. 10 episodes, so 10 40 minutes episode. Just a couple of user reviews. 6 out of 10 idiotic entertainment. Well, that's what I'm sort of saying. It's something you can watch while you're doing other things. I've always thought the Purge movies could have been better executed, no pun intended, and this series follows suit. The storyline is ridiculous and none of the characters are relatable. I thought the characters were all right. But if I take it for what it is, it's still pretty entertaining. The action scenes feel video game-like. Honestly, they should stop doing movie series and just make this a video game. Well, another one, 7 out of 10, surprisingly enjoyable. I haven't seen all the Purge movies. I was unaware it was a series, and I found this by accident. I was interested in some of the characters more than others. The whole Penelope thing was annoying, but overall, it was worth my time. The Purge actually forms a pleasant twist and isn't as predictable as some TV series of a similar genre. Cleverly written, and acting was actually pretty good throughout too. I'm waiting for season 2, which begins soon. So, yeah, I mean, same what I say. I liked it. I thought it was all right. It's not one to turn the lights off and get a big bowl of popcorn and watch it, but it was good. It was okay. It's what I watch some films and series. I always try and watch them on my own quietly first to see if they're going to be ones that I need to really get into, and if they turn out to be ones that are okay, I can watch in the background. You know, I can do other things while I'm watching them. So The Purge, unfortunately falls into that category. As I say, I do like it, but there's lots of things like that, lots of films and TV series I watch that fall into that category. Right, well, that's it. A busy day, over 30 minutes. It usually lasts about 20-25 at most. So these are all out today, all good and bad stores to buy, online to buy. Obviously, you might shop around, you get these things cheaper. So we've got Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile, about Ted Bundy, The Keeper, about the legendary Burt Troutman and Manchester City, A Dog's Journey, a nice little doggy story there, Curse of Llorona from the Conjuring universe, High Life, sci-fi, but you may prefer it to me. Let me know in the comments anyway if you get to see any of these. Long Shot, not a bad comedy, but too long for Long Shot. But Beats, a good drama set in Chicago, and Tuck's a good little drag queen drama, if you like, that pulls at the heartstrings and is quite funny in parts as well. And the box sets, Modern Family Season 10, Knightfall Season 2, and The Purge Season 1. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. That's today over with. Tomorrow I'll be looking at another board game. I think I'm looking at a more modern one tomorrow that's based on a TV, a popular TV quiz in the UK. I'm not sure they have it anywhere else, other territories abroad. They may have their own versions of it, but I think I'll be looking at one of those tomorrow, just for something a little bit different. Wednesday I'll be back with what's on at the UK cinema. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you can. Follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie. I'm on Facebook at Bernard Deneen with links to my movie game nostalgia.com website. And so if you go on there for any old DVDs, posters, board games, anything not on there, give us a shout. A guy on today after something, I can't get it, but I pointed him in the right direction of where he could buy it. A certain DVD, an old DVD from 1982. So anything, just comment, just ask me on Twitter or send me an email on moviegamenostalgia.com. But have a look through there. I update it all the time. And also, obviously, this YouTube channel, Bernard Deneen YouTube, I do movie reviews, game reviews, old poster reviews, and I do have my little sister channel now where I look at all things to do with football and Manchester City in particular. So that's all on Bernard Deneen YouTube. Anyway, whatever you're doing today, obviously, my Sharon's had to go to the dentist this morning, which is great on her birthday, obviously, but whatever you're doing today, enjoy. I'm going to go out later and buy that Keeper and treat Sharon to watching that later. Eh? That'll make a birthday, won't it? Anyway, all the best and have a great one. And whatever you're doing, I'll see you all again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.